Hey, to the whole world. It's Kanyile Helwandile, the leader and the instructor of My Life Programming School. And right now, I'm about to jump on to the very first exercise. Without any waste of time, let me go on and read it through for you guys. So it goes like this. A pentagonal number is defined as that, okay, for n equals 1, 2, 3 up to some huge number, not infinity, of course, okay, and so on. Therefore, the first few numbers are 1, 5, 12, 22. Okay, so we gotta write a program, a method with the following header that returns a pentagonal number. We gotta write a test program that uses this method to display the first 100 pentagonal numbers with 10 numbers on each line. Okay, without any waste of time, let me go on and do it. Just like before, I'll create a class and I'll call it exercise with an exercise 6 underscore 1 and then go A. Of course, I'll have to hit the static main method, then go finish. Okay. More often than not, it is your task as a programmer to tell whether or not you need to define a method for some task. However, fortunately for us, we are told that we've gotta write a method with that signature there. By signature, I mean the whole thing there. Okay, let me go public static. Int is nothing else but the return type. Okay, you know what, I don't want to explain much, because if I do, I might create confusion. You see, you can forget about the first two keywords for now. We're gonna get to them later. Okay, that int right there is nothing else but our return type, and get pentagonal number, get pentagonal number is our method name, and int n is nothing else but an argument or parameters that are passed to this method. Okay, we are also given this formula, okay, and it simply tells us how to compute the pentagonal number. So with that in mind, it seems like it's a good idea to go pentagonal number is equals n divided by n multiplied by 3 times n. That's the formula there, you guys. Okay, minus 1. Okay, we're gonna have to divide the whole thing by 2. Again, you guys, It's a good idea to use brackets whenever you're working with complex expressions. Okay, so now that I've done that, I can then return my computed value, return pentagonal number. Okay, now that I'm done creating my method, I can go on and make use of it. Okay, so here's the game plan. Again, let me get back to what is required of us. We gotta write a test program that uses this method to display the first 100 pentagonal numbers with 10 numbers on each line. Okay, so I'll go first of all, I'll define a variable called n. This is my current value of n, right? I'll then go int n is equals to 1. Then I'll go to the next line. Now I need a variable to display a variable that will be used to display 10 numbers in each line. Okay, okay, it seems like it would be a better idea to create nothing else but more space for us. Okay, so I'll go that variable, I'll call it count. We know once count reaches some number that is divisible by 10, we know that we will be displaying in the next n value to be displayed will be displayed in the following line, in the next line. Okay, so now the next thing for me to do will be to create a while loop that will keep going as long as my n value is less than 100. Okay, okay, what else do I want to do? So on each iteration, what I want to do is to compute a pentagonal number for a corresponding value of n, and I'm gonna do that by invoking my get pentagonal number method, which is the one we defined at the bottom. Okay, and I will pass it my current value of n. Okay, once I've got that, as you can see, we do not have a compile error. Okay, oh, just so you know, it's not a must for these two variables to be the same. Okay, we could use something like that. Okay, we could get away with it with something like that. As you can see, we do not have a compile error. It's just that I always like to use descriptive variable names. Okay, now what? Okay, now that we do have the pentagonal number for for the current value of n, the next thing for us to do is to determine whether or not the current, the pentagonal number should be displayed in the current line. Okay, so I'll simply do that by going count. I'll check if my count mod 10 is equals to 0, and if that is indeed the case and the count is not equals to 0, if this is the case, then I'll know that I'll start by going to the next line and then display whatever is required of me to display. Oh, oops, there wasn't on purpose. I'll go out the print. I'll start by going to the next line and I'll then display pentagonal number. I'll then concatenate that with \t. Okay, and again, even though I've made my \n as a string, it could be a character, but that might give us some weird answer, because if we add a character and then integer, we might get something we're not looking for. Okay, so now the next thing for me to do will be to then check the other case as well. Okay, so if this is the case, I'll simply display my number without, and then keep staying in the same line. Now what? Okay, so what I will then do, I'll go n plus plus, I will increment my n value and also increment my count variable. Okay, with that out of the way, we are pretty much done, you guys. So let me hit the run button and see what we get. Okay, the problem again is because I've used \n as a character. Now let's rerun the program. Again, the reason for that is, you see, if we add an integer plus a character, we won't get what we expecting. Okay, but instead those two are gonna be treated as integers. As a result, we would get something. As a result, we get something weird, as you just saw. Okay, you guys, this is it right here. And if you're confused, feel free to check out my next tutorials on methods. So that's gonna be it for this one, you guys. Cheers, I'm gone.